So I've been invited to have lunch with some ladies at a house, a traditional Sudanese meal, and Chris can't come, so it's just me and the girls. This is the first time I've been around a group of women the entire time we've been in Muslim countries. It's a very rare occurrence to be invited into a circle of women like this, so I'm pretty excited.
Hi there, we are Jill and Chris. In 2017, we sold our house and left our beloved garden to head out into the world on a one-way ticket. With no official plan, we found ourselves bouncing around Central America and the Caribbean for 2 years. After a visit back to Canada, we flew to Morocco in January of 2020. After the borders were shut down in March due to the pandemic, we waited for restrictions to ease off before flying to Istanbul, Turkey to start the next chapter of our life.
Hello.
Hey guys.
Thanks for checking out week 10.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we are still in the Sudan, and we've been here for 2.5, coming on 3 months soon. And then for those who are just joining us for the first time, we are full-time travelers, and yeah, we have plans to move on. So
yeah. So if you feel like you want to follow us on our journey, just like and subscribe and click the bell to get all of the notifications to see all our videos.
yeah, we do a weekly vlog update about where we are and what we're doing, and in this week we had some pretty cool experiences. Because we stay in places long term, we get to meet lots of locals and sort of feel like we're integrating into the culture a little bit more.
Yes.
And yeah, we had some pretty cool experiences in Port Sudan. So yeah, we'll show you all about it.
So since we knew we were leaving Port Sudan, we decided we would go and discover a new neighborhood that we hadn't actually walked in yet. So we got to go check out the old-fashioned streets.
Yeah, there's really, really traditional old streets with, you know, I mean, the donkeys and the goats and you know, quaint living quarters and that kind of thing. So, so we had some fun one day wandering around the streets, and we kind of had a nice surprise at the end of our trip.
Yeah.
So check that out. This is our neighborhood in Sudan. Okay. Lots of camels. Okay. Jamal. Jamal.
There's a little baby in front of that one. We're looking for some coffee in the shade, and we think we found a spot. We're going to check it out here and see how it goes. Hello.
So we found this awesome little coffee stand, and we sat down, and the tribe leader bought us coffee. So we're sitting amongst royalty here in this tribe.
It's not a surprise. We have a tendency of accidentally finding these people. Pretty awesome.
Yeah, somehow we find these spots. But anyways, yeah, they're super intrigued by us. And we're in the middle of like absolute nowhere. There's kids coming by that I'm sure I've never seen white people before. So it's kind of fun.
It is. Yeah.
Hi, you. Hey, puppy. Let us play with you. Hey. Buddy. Hi. Hey. Hello. Hi. You gonna come say hi? Come on. It's okay. It's okay. Come on. Come on. Oh, come on. I know you want to play. Come on. Rawr. Rawr. Come on. There we go. Yeah. Oh. So cute. Aw. Yeah, you're so cute. Yes, you're so cute. Hey. So we're in like one of the little corner stores that literally are on every corner, pretty much. And these stores have like
All the things in there.
just, yeah, pretty much. I mean, soap and bleach, like candy, Nutella. Yeah. Milk, flowers, razors, Ovaltine, like, oh, eggs, chocolate bars, chips, pop, water, other pop, whole chocolate bars, very important here, frozen meat, and olives. This man's getting us some olives. And yeah, just so much stuff. Crazy. We have everything. Oh yes. The best olives.
Azizitun Hassan.
Very good.
Yes, shukran.
That was so close.
Yeah, there's a stampede. They're all coming to get us. Look at that one. Oh my god. Oh, buddy. A real highlight for me for this week was being invited to have a traditional meal with this lady's family that we had met in the week previous, and she invited me into her house. And Chris wasn't able to come, but I sort of explained that in the video. As predicted, I wasn't able to film inside the house, so well, we did do one filming when, yeah, you'll see. Anyways, yeah, I wasn't able to film her sisters and her mom. Sudanese people really aren't fond of cameras and film, so we tend to not film people too much. So
Yeah, not, at least not without their permission. So
yeah, they didn't want their pictures taken and stuff. So anyways, I'll check out what I do have.
Yes.
So I've been invited to have lunch with some ladies at a house, a traditional Sudanese meal, and Chris can't come because they can't have strange men into their house unless there's the head of the household is home and her father's not in town, so she couldn't invite him, or couldn't invite Chris. So it's just me and the girls. This is the first time I've been around a group of women the entire time we've been in Muslim countries. It's a very rare occurrence to be invited into a circle of women like this, so I'm pretty excited and curious about what we're gonna do and what we're gonna see. I'm not sure if they'll want me to film. Women are pretty sensitive about that, so I may not be able to document it, but I'll try and take some pictures and show you what I'm doing. Wish me luck. Coffee service here with some incense burning and a little jabana pot, and it gets heated up on the fire.
as you can see, the ladies dressed me up in some of their traditional outfits. This is a taupe that I'm wearing along with a traditional headdress for special occasions.
Hello guys, how are you?
Hello.
Welcome. I'm very happy by Julian and my friend all around. I'm Fatma here from Port Sudan.
I'm Jill, in case you don't recognize me.
I guess he's not know me. Do you know this?
This stranger
Yeah.
in all these nice clothes.
Fatma here from Sudan, from East Sudan, especially from Port Sudan. I'm happy to show you our traditional or cultural. As you see, that's our traditional dress. Is top. It's called karba. Yeah. And this he called sulit. Yeah.
Sweet. Okay.
Yeah. So.
You should show the.
Yeah.
This is the traditional way that they do their hair for celebrations. I'm wearing a wig, obviously. But they spend many hours braiding their hair, very tiny, very small little braids. So, yeah. So I've just had a wonderful traditional lunch here with the ladies here in Port Sudan, and yes, it's been a very, very nice experience, and they got me all dressed up and smelling nice too. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Julie. Really happy, very happy by your visit, and very happy meet you and your husband Chris. And very happy to join to your journey.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
It's been such a nice experience, and we love Sudan. The Sudanese people are wonderful people, as you can see.
Thank you. Also, the Canadian people is very, very beautiful and very kind.
Aw,
So
awesome.
nice to meet you.
hi. Wow, what a day. Oh man, it was so much fun. It was so cool. We had some really amazing food, and the ladies got me all dressed up and gave me some beautiful gifts, like some perfume and an amazing little jabana pot to make our own coffee, a little clay jabana pot, and some incense burning, some stuff to burn for incense, some of the local stuff, and yeah, it was really cool cultural exchange, and they had questions about Canada and what we did in Canada, and of course I learned a lot about Sudan as usual, and yeah, it's just really amazing. Thank you so much, Fatima. Thanks for inviting me. It was awesome, and I really appreciate you welcoming into your home. You and your family, your lovely women in your family are awesome. Thank you.
So one night we were just sitting in our apartment, and all of a sudden we heard this loud music just coming from just outside, like it sounded really close. So we were actually kind of debating on what we should do.
Yeah, I had just said to Chris, we really should go check out what's going on out there. There's some sort of a celebration happening, and we knew Ramadan was coming. We thought maybe it might have been part of that. We weren't sure. And then just honestly, a second later, my phone rang, and it was our neighbor, Ahmed, and he says, there's a party out here. You have to come outside.
Yeah.
So we did, and we just sort of wandered down to the corner of our street, and there's this huge stage that's sort of behind these walls that we had no idea even really existed. And yeah, we went inside there.
Yeah, and we saw a bunch of, everyone was standing and watching a few videos of a musician that had recently died. One of the local Port Sudan famous musicians.
Yeah, it was a celebration of life.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we sort of just kind of went in with Ahmed and stood close to the entranceway, and being the Canadians we didn't want to interfere or bother anybody, so we were sort of standing by the door, and Ahmed said, "You really need to sit down."
Yeah.
And
then this other guy came up and he's like, "You guys have to sit down, please, please." And we're like, "Well, there's other people already standing."
yeah, there's lots of people standing.
Like people who actually like knew this guy who should be sitting, but no. He's like, "No, you are our guests.
Yes.
You need to sit down."
Yes, this is our culture.
Mm-hmm.
We will be offended if you don't sit down. Basically, is what he was saying. And so we finally gave in and sat down, and they brought us dates and candies and waters and.
Despite us saying no, thank you, they're like, "No, please, just take it, just please." Like,
yeah,
all right, I understand.
And it was kind of funny because I was thinking they're like, they're going. He's saying, "Well, it's our culture. We'll be offended if you don't sit down." And I'm like, "Yeah, but we're Canadian. We don't like to interfere. That's our culture." Anyway, it was a really cool experience, and we were happy to take part. Even for we were just there for probably half an hour or 40 minutes, but it was neat to sort of watch the way they celebrate death here. Very interesting.
Despite the fact that there is no drugs or alcohol in this country, people still seem to find a way to get out and dance and have fun.
Yeah.
It's a big breath of fresh air, I guess.
Yeah, the real action, I guess, happens in the evenings in this culture, and in many of these cultures, they take to the streets. It's 40 degrees sometimes during the day, and after the sun goes down, it's the time to get out and see your neighbors and hang out and drink coffee and they'll just sit on the sides of the street for hours and just chat with their friends, and they have cell phones. They might be looking at their cell phones a little bit, but nobody's like inside with closed doors watching TV and sticking to themselves. They really come out and hang out with their buddies, and it's really a neat thing to watch for sure.
Yeah, it is.
So this week also we had a second coffee date with a couple guys that we had met through Instagram. Actually, they reached out to us through Instagram, and they brought another friend of theirs along this time. So there was 3 of them, and actually there was 4 of them, I guess. The 4th one didn't talk very much though.
No,
but
no, he didn't. We
had a great time. We met for coffee with them on the inlet and hung out with them, and we actually made arrangements with them at that time to go on a longer excursion. So which we did, but that's in next week's video.
Yes,
so
they'll be featured again.
They'll be featured again. We'll see those guys again in next week's video. Yeah, for sure. If you haven't noticed, our background has changed, and we have changed locations. So our next week's video will feature that, show you where we headed off to.
Yes.
We're a little sad to leave Port Sudan. It's bittersweet always.
Yeah, we always seem to make friends and get used to the whole area, and then once we've adjusted ourselves, we upend everything and go somewhere else.
Yeah, it's like once we finally feel comfortable, it's time to leave.
Yeah.
But it's sort of a double-edged sword. We also get not sick of a place, but tired of the repetition. And both of us really just love, you know, when every day is different and we see new and exciting things all the time. So when we start to sort of get into a routine and things become mundane again, we tend to start to find ourselves getting itchy feet, and it's time to move on. And it usually happens for both of us at the same time. So that's nice. We don't really have to argue or fight over when we have to leave or whatever, which is good. But yeah, so we decided that it's time to go. Of course, our visa is up as well. We probably could renew it again, but yeah, we're looking forward to moving on to some different pastures. Actually, greener pastures. We're hoping.
Yes,
we're hoping
definitely
to go
going for green,
to get out of the desert and find some greenery, which is south of us. So.
Yes.
Stay tuned. And of course, if you like what you're watching and enjoy our content, please subscribe to our channel.
Yes.
And like our videos and share them with your friends. And we're trying to grow our channel, so every bit helps. And we also are on Facebook and Instagram and Patreon at Artistic Voyages. So join us there too. Cheers.
Bye.
The coffee. Oh, kitty.
Hi.
Hi. Come here. Come be in our video. Meow. That was
We met
cool little
the other
bird.
one.
It's got like green on his chest. It's like it might be just behind the post. Just lean forward a bit. It's like on the trail.
Oh, yeah, I see him.
It's like a little hummingbird, I think. It's got a like long beak. What is it? It's hard to tell.
No, it's not. It's not super long.
It's so pretty though. It's like turquoise, like teal chest.
Very